It always asks, are you sure you want to start the stream? If I wasn't sure, I probably wouldn't do it. Why would I click there in the first place? That whole thing with computers, are you sure? Are you sure you're sure? I thought we abandoned that in the 90s. It just don't make sense. Do I get the squeaky chair and sit on it or not? Probably not. Although it would be nice to sit down. Just wanted to bring up something today that comes to mind. I mean, there's a couple different ways to talk about wasting time. You know, and I imagine okay, we'll just start here. I imagine everyone out there has somebody in their family or whatever that might know a little bit about computers or about computer hardware. Or, if you don't, I'm sure you've went into your local computer shop, if there is one local to you, or Best Buy or something, and talked to whoever the so-called expert was there on what computer would be good for you. And no, I don't want to say no names or anything like that, but you know, if you're one of them people that you're not sure what to buy, and you go out and talk to your friend that knows about them, or let's say you go to the store and talk to whoever, you know, or at a Best Buy about what to get, and they recommend something for you with what you want to do, and then you like will make a number up, go spend $2,000 or $3,000 on a computer. You just wasted somebody's time, and you wasted your money. I mean, okay, yeah, maybe you got bragging rights on having like a really crazy laptop that's super thin, super portable, or whatever, but who cares? Like, if you're gonna go out and go to the trouble of asking somebody what would be the better thing for you for what you want to do, and then you're just gonna go against that recommendation anyhow, why waste their time? Just go buy what you want to buy anyways. So, you know, and then you have something that's way more than what you're gonna need for browsing the internet or putting pictures on there, especially if all you want to do is take pictures and maybe email some pictures, and then you have a collection of pictures digitally. You don't need a gaming computer to do that. Yeah, it's going to have a USB 3 connection or whatever and import stuff quicker, or maybe a USB 3 card reader, who knows. But, oh, I hate these keyboards. And another way that comes to mind about wasting time is when somebody, I guess this would be people that take and work, how do I want to say it, work in the industry, like at a shop or a Best Buy or whatever. And I'm sure, nothing against Best Buy, they're not sponsoring this. I have nothing against them. That's just who comes to mind where you can go get computers. Because you can go get, you know, your average little budget internet browsing machine at Walmart and that too. And you can get them at Best Buy, but there's more of a selection at most Best Buys. So it's not like they are sponsoring this or anything. How is that even a thing? Well, we'll solve that problem later. Back to the point. I'm sure somebody's came in, if you work at a small shop, and, you know, obviously, if you do custom built computers or build them, you know, from separate components and build a desktop for somebody, or order in a specific type laptop depending on what they want to do with it, you've went and talked to them. And you people out there, you know who you are if you've done this. You go in and you get all the information you need, and then you just go out and order whatever yourself. That's fine if you want to do that. But don't take up somebody like a whole half a day sitting in there having somebody write up a quote and getting a list of parts, you know, and especially if you come in and you're going to do it under the premise of, hey, I want you guys to order me a computer, I want you to build me a custom gaming computer, and we sit down and take our time, we stop physically what we're doing and sit down and take our time to write up a quote, you know, and build this fairly nice machine up for you. And then you're just like, oh, alright, can I see that? And then you take off with it and go order stuff yourself. Like, you just wasted my time when I could have been fixing something else. And you may end up costing yourself money, because if you don't build computers, and you're going to buy all that stuff and not know what to do with it, then you're going to end up paying somebody to put it together. Unless you know somebody, then you can save yourself some money. But it's just frustrating when people waste your time like that. I'm not saying that we don't want people to come in. I do. I'll talk to anybody about whatever for however long, but don't come in under a false premise that you want whoever to do this and then just go and do it elsewhere. You know, and if you're going to do it yourself, then do it yourself. But if you're not, well then, that's probably why you came in. Just don't, it just sucks having time wasted when somebody's basically lying to you. Like, they don't have the information they need, and they're going to come in and take up your time. It's costing you money. And then, because of the ignorance or whatever, they may cost themselves some more money. I mean, you may even cost yourself some more money, because you're probably not going to be able to order those parts and get them for the same price as other places can get them, like different shops or bigger companies. Or then again, maybe you can shop around online, get a better deal than anybody could ever hope to. It's hard to tell. But those are two of the ways that come to mind with wasting time and it being very costly. I don't know. That's what I was thinking about while I was putting this here machine back together. Just wanted to throw it up on there. And this isn't like a one-time thing, but it's not an everyday thing either. Like, certainly not an everyday thing. But it is real annoying when it happens, I will say that. Taking time out of your day, or even, you know, if somebody comes up, you know, your friend or whatever, and they're asking you, oh, you're the tech guy, you know about hardware, you know about what I'll need, and then what should I buy? And then they go out and they don't listen to you for what they want to do, and they go and they buy something, you know, you're recommending whatever laptop at this price, you know, it's $700-800, and they go buy something for $249, and then they can't game with it, and then it's like, it'll be costly that way too, because number one, you bought a computer that's not going to work for what you want to do, and then you're going to have to buy another one if you still want to do that. Like, that's annoying too, you know. So not yelling at anybody in specific, this is just over many years of doing this type thing and having experience with dealing with different types of people. Like, not only are you wasting somebody else's time, you waste your time, and it can cost both of you money, sometimes cost you even more money, you know. So coffee. Let's hear it for coffee. Any coffee drinkers out there? Come get a cup. I'll see you at the shop. I probably should clean up and start thinking about getting out of here. The workday is done, the door's locked, and the sign's off. However, not quite yet. I don't know, sorry about that little rant. That's just what I was thinking about for the time being. Anybody wondering what's over? What is this? Oh, yeah, the live stream. But this isn't the live stream that I want. I want the other live stream. Apologies out there to whoever it's rendering for. I don't mean to have it render. Or not render, buffer. I hate when stuff gets buffering. It's so annoying. But I don't have the best internet here. Ooh, it's locking up bad. Oh my, yes. Horrible, horrible internet. Alright, got that, we're good. I thought we already installed that. Cancel. So apparently my live stream's not gonna go. Or maybe my computer's just junk. It says that it's beaming out to the world, so why don't I believe it? I have no faith in technology. And I did mute this, right? Is this mine? Alright. Okay, yeah, that's me. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hang out and work on my own stuff long enough for that coffee to heat back up so I can take a cup or two home with me. The mixer showed up today, so not that I say anything of value very often, but the mixer showed up for the podcast. And not some, not like a scheduled or even weekly podcast. I just want to sit down and record and talk to people. Maybe we'll do it with fans someday. Ha! Maybe general public, people of interest in this neighborhood. Who knows? Uh-oh. Had no watchers. They all died. Y'all left me. Whoever you were. No. You're back. Welcome back, Nick. And you still have questions about streaming? Sure I do. Why can't I stream with my crappy hardware and crappy computer? Do I have to buy better stuff or just pay for better internet? Yeah, dealing with any job with the public, you're going to deal with a whole wide range, a multitude of people. And it's not always easy. It is not always easy, but it's a great thing. Great thing getting to know these people. Oh. One free Velcro strap going out. Had there been a larger audience, I would say who agrees with me, but it's just me here, so. There's like a connect and a disconnect. Is that me or is that the other party? Because if it's me, I feel really bad. That's me wasting other people's time. And I don't dig that. Sometimes these live streams go off without a hitch. And it doesn't seem like it buffers. But then again, I'm working and not really watching it. And then other times like in one circumstance, it was a video that I took and recorded and edited and then uploaded to YouTube. So comments, questions, send them this way. General help, I'll try to answer them. I'm not a professional. I'm not the best. I'm probably not the worst. I'm probably a step or two above the worst. So, but I will at least try to answer your question if you have one. How's that? That sounds like a pretty good deal. Need to retrieve the time lapse off here from yesterday of the sunset and add that to the collection of attempts at evolving a skill set. I'm not a photographer or a cinematographer. Super fun and interesting. Alright, we got this going. That's up there. Is that what it looks like? Ooh, you get to peek into infinity in the top right. Don't get lost in the abyss up there. I'm checking out a trial version of a new program. It is called LR Time Lapse. So hopefully this helps improve some of the flickering and the, what do I want to say, like the little glitches, the inaccuracies in the time lapses that I do. If it's good, I'll buy it someday. If it's not good, I'll move on. Alright, this guy you got a quote, but must not be digging the quote or whatever, so we're going to throw this side cover back on and shut you down. Usually I tend to do my own research when I'm looking into wanting to get a new product. I tend to do my own research. But I kind of know what I can expect from certain hardware in different levels of consumer and prosumer hardware. Well, I don't really go enthusiast level. That's way out of my price range. So I guess prosumer is the best that I can expect. Oh, what's the code? What's the code? Tell me the password. Who knows it? Pack it up and head home for the day. Alright, rant's over. The day's done. I'm not going to make anybody suffer watching me write on paperwork. So with that, I'm going to leave you. Hopefully you learned something about wasting time or not wasting time. And at the very least, maybe you were entertained. Life's good, people. Quit complaining so much. Let's stop with the microaggressions and the racism and the craziness. Life's way too short. It's too good. Too good to go through that crap. And I'm on the wrong computer to stop the stream. See what happens when you try to talk and do this stuff. Till then.